The recent Formula One Grand Prix has left fans around the world talking once again. But this time it's not about a stunning victory or a close battle at the front. Instead, it's about something much more disappointing, a shocking mistake by Ferrari that may have cost Lewis Hamilton a possible win or at least a strong finish. When a team like Ferrari makes a big error, especially when they are working with a 7-time world champion like Lewis Hamilton, it becomes a major story. Many fans and experts are now asking the same question. Did Ferrari's mistake actually ruin Hamilton's race? To understand what went wrong, we first need to look at what happened during the race weekend. Leading up to the Grand Prix, Hamilton was looking confident. Although Ferrari has not been the strongest team this season, they've been showing signs of improvement. The SF25 car, while not perfect, has had flashes of good performance. And with Hamilton's skill and experience, some believe this weekend could bring a strong result for him and the team. During the practice sessions, Hamilton showed decent pace. He was not the fastest driver on the track, but he was clearly comfortable with the car and the setup. Ferrari had brought some small upgrades, and the engineers were working hard to give both Hamilton and Leclerc the best possible chance to fight at the front. Things looked promising, and Hamilton himself gave a positive update to the media. He said that he felt more connected to the car compared to earlier races, and that the team had made good progress with balance and grip. But then came qualifying, and that's when things started to fall apart. Ferrari made a risky decision on Hamilton's final flying lap. They sent him out into traffic, and he couldn't get a clean lap. He ended up qualifying much lower than expected. While Charles Leclerc started closer to the front, Hamilton had to start from the midfield. In Formula One, track position is everything, especially on circuits where overtaking is difficult. And so, even before the race began, Hamilton was already at a disadvantage, all because of a bad strategy call in qualifying. Even so, Hamilton stayed focused. He knew the race was long, and he hoped that the team could help him make up ground with good race pace and smart pit strategy. When the race started, he made a good start and began gaining positions. It looked like he was back in the fight. He overtook a few cars cleanly and moved up the order. Ferrari engineers on the pit wall were happy with his progress, and everyone was expecting a solid result. But then came the real disaster. Ferrari made a shocking mistake during one of the most important parts of the race, the pit stop. When Hamilton came into the pits, the team wasn't ready. The mechanics seemed confused. The right rear tire was delayed, and Hamilton was stuck in the pit box for over 7 seconds. In modern Formula One, even a delay of 2 seconds is considered bad. But more than 7 seconds, that's almost like a lifetime on track. Because of that mistake, Hamilton lost several positions. He rejoined the race behind slower cars, and his rhythm was broken. All the progress he had made in the first part of the race was wasted. Instead of fighting for a top 5 finish or possibly even a podium, he was stuck in traffic again. He tried to fight back, but the damage had already been done. His tires were overheating and the clean air advantage was lost. Every lap behind a slower car made things worse. After the race, Hamilton was clearly frustrated. He didn't attack the team publicly, but his face said it all. In interviews, he mentioned that the car felt good and that they had the potential for a much better result. He also pointed out that strategy and execution needed to be improved. He didn't directly say the pit stop ruined his race, but it was clear that he believed it played a big role. Ferrari's team principal Fred Vasseur later admitted the mistake. He said the team had a miscommunication during the pit call which led to the delay. He also said they would investigate the problem and make sure it wouldn't happen again. But for fans, it's hard to understand how such mistakes keep happening at Ferrari, especially with someone like Lewis Hamilton now on the team. This isn't the first time Ferrari has made such mistakes. In the past, Charles Leclerc has also suffered due to poor strategy or slow pit stops. Many believe Ferrari's operational weakness is what separates them from teams like Red Bull and Mercedes. Even when they have a fast car, their race management often lets them down. And now with Hamilton in the team, those issues are becoming more visible than ever. Hamilton joined Ferrari with hopes of building a new legacy. After so many successful years with Mercedes, he took a bold step by moving to Ferrari. Fans were excited, Ferrari fans hoped he would help them return to glory. Hamilton fans believed he could add to his championship tally. But so far, the journey has been full of challenges. The car has not always suited his style, and the team has not always given him the support he needs. One of the biggest problems Ferrari faces is consistency. Sometimes they show great pace and make smart calls. Other times, like in this race, they make basic errors that cost their drivers valuable positions. It's not just about speed, it's about decision-making, communication, and teamwork. And in this case, all of that fell apart during one crucial pit stop. What's more frustrating is that Hamilton had the pace to fight for much more. His lap times before the pit stop were competitive. He was gaining ground on the cars ahead. Even after the bad stop, he tried to recover. But the modern F1 cars are so sensitive to traffic that once you lose track position, it's almost impossible to get it back unless there's a safety car or major incident. Many fans are now asking, is Ferrari really ready for a champion like Hamilton? Can they provide the tools he needs to win races and fight for the title, or will mistakes like this continue to hold him back? Some are even comparing this situation to Sebastian Vettel's time at Ferrari, when the team often failed to support a top-level driver with the right strategy and execution. For Hamilton, the road ahead won't be easy. He will need to stay patient and help the team grow. He has the experience to lead and the skill to fight at the front, but only a Ferrari can match his performance. The team needs to fix these operational issues fast if they want to make the most of Hamilton's time with them. The next few races will be very important. Ferrari needs to show that they've learned from their mistakes. They need to improve their communication, sharpen their strategies, and make sure every pit stop is perfect. Because in Formula One, small mistakes can have big consequences. And when you're fighting against teams like Red Bull and McLaren, you can't afford to lose time in the pits. There's also the mental side of things. A mistake like this doesn't just cost time, it affects the driver's confidence. When a driver knows he can't trust the team to deliver a clean stop or make the right call, he starts doubting everything. And for someone like Hamilton, who is used to working in a highly professional environment at Mercedes, this kind of chaos is very frustrating. Still, Hamilton has been very professional about the situation. He hasn't thrown blame around or caused drama in the media. Instead, he's focused on the positives. The car felt better, and the pace was good. He knows that there is potential in the team, but at the same time, he expects better. He didn't come to Ferrari just to fight for 5th or 6th place. He came to win. Ferrari must now prove that they can rise to the challenge. They need to support Hamilton with everything they've got. They need to stop repeating old mistakes. Because if they continue like this, they risk wasting a golden opportunity. Having a driver like Hamilton is a gift, but it's only valuable if the team can match his level. In the end, this race was a painful reminder of how important teamwork is in Formula One. It's not just about driving fast. It's about doing everything right, from the garage to the pit wall to the racetrack. One small failure can ruin an entire weekend. And that's exactly what happened to Lewis Hamilton. Now all eyes will be on the next Grand Prix. Will Ferrari bounce back? Will Hamilton finally get the support he needs to fight at the front? Or will more mistakes continue to block his path? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, Ferrari cannot afford to let this happen again. Not with a legend like Hamilton behind the wheel.